Remember at the beginning of the stage I said there was another little secret pertaining to that mist? And if you go into first-person view right now and just kind of look around, you'll notice that it's no longer drizzling.
Oh, it stops.
Right. It actually stops, and it's very gradual. As you proceed to the stage, it slowly gets, clearer and clearer until finally, after 20 minutes or so, you have clear weather, and it's no longer raining. So that's something else that people may not have noticed, is that, the weather does change in real time. Okay, so in any case, I think we'll stop here. So go ahead and save on the other side of this tunnel where we came out from the load, and we'll pick up here in 2 weeks' time and cover the later half of the Eastern Europe stalking mission.
Well, this is surely a route that normally you won't take, playing the stage.
Right.
Chasing the resistance member. And we showed various kinds of behind-the-scenes talks about this. But is this actually a recommended route that you could to clear it faster than a normal route?
It's not necessarily faster. It might be a slightly easier route depending on how you play. But, the thing is you can't really control the resistance member per se. The resistance member will take a route, and depending on how quickly you catch up to him, or depending on which PMCs you put to sleep, he may or may not come here. He may end up going to the park.
Yeah.
So if you put that guy to sleep, at the beginning of the stage, as we mentioned earlier, then the resistance member should head towards the river. But depending on how you play after that point, he may change routes again. So,
really?
So it's really dynamic. There's no real way to 100%, control the resistance member.
I see. Yeah. So even if you're here first, it doesn't mean that he'll come and...
Right.
Yeah, you have to go find him.
Yeah, so right now, we kind of forged ahead on our own. And as you notice, there's no resistance member in sight, and he won't come here since we weren't following him.
I see.
Yeah.
I see. Any other points?
Okay, well, one other thing that I wanted to point out about this Eastern European stage is as we're walking around, you saw a lot of signs and things for restaurants or shops. And this is something that, the design team really wanted to get into the game, because when they went to Prague and they walked around, there's a lot of different small little shops and signs here. So they really wanted to recreate that atmosphere. And, one shop in particular that really they wanted to put in for sure was the doll shop. And the reason for that is that when they went to Eastern Europe, they actually found, several doll shops there.
Dolls and puppets.
Right, like dolls and puppets. And one interesting fact is that that is actually the origin of the Mantis doll, right? So they went to Eastern Europe and they found this shop with this cool-looking puppet in it, and they decided, wow, that looks like something we want to use in the game.
I remember the signs and everything because Ken was really hassling me to get approval. All the signs and pop and try to make it fake and half fake. True as possible, but make it fake, not to ruin the whole atmosphere of Prague.
Right.
But of course we can't use the sign as is because, it might...
It's going to take a long time to get a, whole license and issue. So...
But it was very small. We didn't want to get every sign up and license and things like that. But the whole team wanted to make the environment as much as kind of real Eastern Europe as possible. But some signs were really, at first, very hilarious. There was some duck signs. And of course, there's... Even if you go to Eastern Europe, there isn't poster of Akina, right? But, apart from that, there was like ducky signs, frog signs, cute stuff as well. But, it was challenging to try to tell Ken, don't use this, don't use that. It took a long time.
Yeah.
But he was hassling me always.
What about the train station also? The train station was actually modeled after the actual train station.
Yeah,
also.
Was it a combination?
That's a combination. That's a combination of the Prague stations, and we went to train station in Germany too, right? At the GC show.
Oh, yeah.
I think we checked the Leipzig
Leipzig,
the central station or something.
The central station.
Yeah, and we learned some stuff from there too.
It's kind of a combination of
various European stations. Yeah.
Also, that cutscene is really funny for me because I could tell who is doing the motion capture.
Really?
Yeah, it was called the familiar faces.
Yeah.
And how he walked and all that thing. It was really funny. Okay, Sean, once again, our next meeting point
Okay, so the next meeting point will be right here, actually. So once you get through that load point at the bottom of the canal, and you come out the other side of the tunnel, just go ahead and save it there. It should be the Midtown NW Sector.
Okay.
And we'll pick up here in 2 weeks.
All right. Well, thanks, guys. We're going to have a little bit more traveling guide of Eastern Europe in the next 2 weeks as well. So I hope everyone enjoyed this tour. Okay, thanks, guys. Thank
All right.
you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
See you next time.
Alright, that's gonna wrap up this edition of the Metal Gear Solid 4 Integral Podcast. Check back next time for more tips, tricks, and insider info on Metal Gear Solid 4. Brought to you by Kojima Productions and Hideo Kojima himself. Make sure to send in your comments to Hideo Blog. See you next time.